everyone, I am back. I had done a little video of this cover from Shannon Green and my Traveler's Notebook Planner for 2018, and I wanted to share my gratitude journal, which is also included in this book. And so I'm going to take it out just so that it's easier to show you. This gratitude journal, I love it. It's like I say, it's my very first one that I've ever made and made for myself to keep. So the cover is paper fabric that I made using a tutorial from Shannon Green, so I thought that was appropriate. And I just love it. I've had it for a long, long time. I maybe made this 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know, a long time. And I was just waiting for the right thing, and this was it. So this is my gratitude journal. It is full of all of my favorite things and already has some things in it that I'm grateful for. So I'm excited to use it along with my planner so that, you know, just even as the day's going on, I can just flip right over and write in it. So we will get started here. So I have Doily with my very favorite napkin decoupaged on. This book belongs to, and I hurried up and I wrote my name real quick so that I wouldn't be tempted to sell this journal. But no, I've used things in here that I wanted to keep for myself or that were my favorite things. So opening up here. Oh, the other thing I need to tell you about this is the other thing that I've been waiting to use is a journal kit from Authors Unknown on Etsy. And she just makes these awesome journal kits. Let me show you. Like this is the leftovers. This is what I didn't use. And it's just full of all sorts of goodies. So I used that in here. I also I got a pack of goodies also from Amour Fabriques, and so those are in here too. I will link everybody below those two folks, and also my friend Maura, who has started selling digital kits in her shop. So I'm going to link her below too, because you will see why in just a second. So anyway, this is some of the paper from Authors Unknown. And then as we flip over, this is a fabric from Amour Fabriques, I guess is how you say it. And I loved that. And I thought it went so well with, this is one of the digital image that my friend Maura McDonald does. She is Bygones Cards on Etsy, and I will link her below as well. So she gifted these to me, and I obviously just wanted to keep them. I didn't want to put them in a journal that I was going to sell. So you'll see her images throughout. That is the digital kit or digital papers that I used in this journal. Here's just a little children's book. It's let me grab a card here. It is a tuck, and then I've put this trim that I had in my stash along the sides. This lined paper is from Authors Unknown, and so it'll be great for writing on, as is this little piece. This page I've done a belly band, another one of Maura's images. Fabric belly band with, again, one of my favorite coffee dyed fabrics. This postcard came in the Authors Unknown kit, and I think it's a reproduction, but I love the 50s vibe because I do love everything from the 50s. This is a postcard that I made, and using a technique that Tracy Fox on YouTube shared of using a vintage postcard and decoupaging a napkin over it and then making copies of it. So I did that with that, and I thought it was so pretty, and it went well with the digital. So I put that there. This was a little envelope that I received, I think, as a free gift on an Etsy order, and I just thought it was super cute. This envelope is one of my favorite stamps, and one of my favorite punches is my Stampin' Up! Tab punch, so I put that in there. I don't have anything in there yet, so we'll see what ends up in there. And then again, some of the lined paper. Here's another one of Maura's beautiful digitals. And on the back here, I have a flip that is a ticket and some fiber from A Tattered Dream. And one of the things I'm grateful for is being on Denise's design team, and so I'll write about that in here. This little paper pebble was from Authors Unknown. And then this is a Tsunami Rose printable that I just folded up and tucked in there as well. I am so grateful to Daisy for putting me on her design team for, it's been quite a while ago, last year, I guess, almost a year. So I'll be writing about that in there. A little music page again from the Authors Unknown kit. So, and then the middle, this is one of Maura's beautiful designs, and I borrowed this idea from Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures on YouTube. She took a real doily, the real fabric doily, and backed it with coffee dyed paper to be able to write on it, and I thought it looked pretty with Maura's design, so put that in there. I've used rub-ons in this book, which I have a million rub-ons, and I often am hesitant to put them in books that I'm selling, just because if they don't come out just right, I don't want them to be not perfect. So in a book that I'm selling, so I use some in here, and I need to get over that. I need to really use them because I have so many. This is an envelope and this little postcard that I got as a free gift from the Everyday Journal, where I buy my Kool-Aid dyed papers, and I thought they were so cool. I loved them. Little 50s or children's book, a little old children's book cut out there. And I decoupaged on these children. I love working with those napkins. So again, one of my favorite things. Did some rub-ons there as well. Here's one of Maura's pretty designs. And then here's my Artie Mays envelope. Andrea just invited me on her team a couple months ago, and I'm so grateful. And I have some of her journaling cards in here, and I can just write about how grateful I am and about the experience. So I just tuck that in there with this pretty little binder clip. This is a rub-on. And then on this page, if you've watched my channel, you know I'm a fan of Daphne's Diary and love making journals out of her papers. This was in the last magazine, and it's just a flip of a bunch of her designs, and I loved it. So I stuck it in here. I don't know, I may use the papers in decorating this book, or I may just leave it there to flip through. It's tucked into one of my Altered Project Life cards, and I've got a little belly band here that I put one of my favorite tags that I make, and it's topped with my all-time favorite trim for the top, which I get from Denise at A Tattered Dream. There's also a little tuck right there that if I have something small come along, I can put in there. And then this is from Christie's Art Design, and I love these little Good Housekeeping girl printables that she has, so put that in there. Another one of Maura's beautiful designs. And then on this page, I have a kind of a lace flip, I guess you would call it. It's all layered up with all different laces, and then on this shabby chic fabric. Angie Bunner, I think, was the originator of these, and I saw it recently on a channel. I'm not sure how you say her name. It's Loes, and I think it's not Lowe's, it's Luz. maybe, or something like that. Anyway, I'm sorry for the mispronouncement there of her name, but she is making wonderful journals. So, and she credited Angie with these, but she made them. So I just had to have a day of making them. I'll show you guys real quick. Let me check my time. Yep, we're doing okay. I just made a whole bunch of them, and they were so much fun to make, and they're so yummy. I love them. So, you know, just lots of layers and just layered onto to fabric, and they're closed with these jewelry fixings there. I think they're called ribbon ends or something like that. So, so yeah, I just made a whole bunch of those. That was super fun. And I just put one in here. And this is a fabric belly band with some lace that came from Amore Fabrics. Then my favorite, one of my very favorite journaling cards ever is this Cameo Shop Tiffany & Company. I've used it a lot. This is also Cameo Shop, and on one of the bulb pins from Denise's shop, as is the lace flip. So that was fun. That page was a lot of fun. So then just some papers. Then here I have a glassine bag from A Tattered Dream that, again, has one of my favorite napkins decoupaged on. This is just a little Martha Stewart envelope that I just loved it, so I stuck it in there. And then, oops, got that in crooked. That's not going to work. Then on the side, I glued it so that I could tuck in one of the little index cards that I make with the lace on them. And I actually could fit something back here too. I just put a spot of glue here, spot of glue here. Morris design. This is some Moda fabric. I love that. And I've just put in a guest check. I think that was from the paper basket, if I'm not mistaken. And then two little cards from Mrs. Coggs that are little girls on the clothesline. I love that. Some books, whether those are books or journals, I do not know. And then either way, I'm into them both. And then the doily, this was from Amore Fabrics, and it's an old piece of embroidery. And then also I think this hanky came from her too. And I love the hanky. It just reminded me of my childhood. Looking through my mom's hanky box was one of my favorite things. So that is my gratitude journal full of favorites, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you so much for all your support of my channel and my Etsy. I'm so grateful to all of you, and I will have a little note in here about that for sure. So take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.